Could Dame time be up in Portland for the Trailblazers? Damian Lillard undergoing abdominal surgery tomorrow. Going to be reevaluated in 6 to 8 weeks. Some speculating he could be done for the season. What does this mean for the Trailblazers? And what does this mean for his future with the organization and the NBA as a whole? I'm going to break down everything going on with the stories, give you my 2 cents on the whole situation. But if you could first, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you get these daily update videos. Share this video. It really helps the channel out a lot. We are growing like crazy. I really, really appreciate it. All right, so Damian Lillard undergoing abdominal surgery tomorrow. Going to be reevaluated 6 to 8 weeks. Some are speculating he could be done for the season. There are multiple muscles in this group here. It's between the groin and the abs, so really kind of in that V area. It's really been a tough season for the Trailblazers superstar, having his worst season of his career after a really tumultuous offseason after a first-round exit to the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs. He said, "We're not close." This man says he wants to stay in Portland, but this man also wants to win a championship. He's been the face of the franchise since he entered the league in 2012. Really elevated a terrible franchise to a consistent playoff winner almost every year. So things could really be up in the air. They were saying he wanted out. He said he didn't want out. They hired Chauncey Billups as the head coach to try and fix this, to try and keep Dame. But Dame is getting up there in years. He is 31 years old, which is a little old for an NBA player. Not everyone's LeBron James who can play till he's 100. So Dame really wants to strike while the iron was hot. And man, his stats this season have been really bad. A season to forget. Some are reporting he should be out for the season. They find it really hard to come back from this. They know he wants to play probably tomorrow after the surgery, but he can't. Trailblazers are saying 6 to 8 weeks, so we'll see where that is. That is almost 2 months. We are into January, so that puts you, February, March. You're starting to head towards the playoffs, and now the Trailblazers are totally out of it. They've been terrible this season. They're 16-24. 10th seed in the West. They're 4 games out of that. They're in that playoff spot, like play-in spot, but they're really right on their heels, the Kings and the Spurs. This could be what's best for the Trailblazers, though. They could play out the rest of the season with Chauncey Billups, no Dame Lillard, lose a lot of games, get some draft picks and or assets to rebuild around Dame. But this could really be a move where the Portland dives full in to the tank mode. And maybe they ship Dame out of town. I know. But sometimes you got to hit the rebuild. Dame Lillard wants to win a championship. He wants to go to a championship contending team or be that piece that makes a team a championship contender. If you look at the stats this year, 24 points a game, 40% on the field goal percentage, 32% from 3. Those are all career lows except for points per game. This is his lowest since 2014 in points per game. He was averaging 21 in 2014. But lowest field goal percentage, lowest 3-point percentage. Just really down year for Dame. Not his normal self. It has not been Dame time at all in Portland. And like I said, could this be the move to finally ship Dame out of town? Portland hits a full rebuild, and they maybe go trade for Ben Simmons. This coincides with the Ben Simmons trade rumor. The Sixers are willing to attach Tobias Harris to sweeten the deal. Now, maybe if you're Portland, you hit the reset button. Dame's already out. The Sixers, you say, we'll send you this right now. Philly's kind of in the middle of the East right now. They're not going to win a championship. Joel Embiid is carrying this squad, but they're really not good enough to get this thing done, I don't think. So why not, if you're Portland, take Ben Simmons, take Tobias Harris, take a first-round draft pick, send Dame over to Philadelphia, and you're in full rebuild next season with a decent young core. You got some assets. You still got CJ McCollum. You still got Nurkic. And you really try and hit the reset with the picks. Get younger. The West is super competitive. The West is also super young minus the Lakers. There's a lot of talent out there, a lot of good teams. And if you add Dame to the Sixers with Joel Embiid, hot damn, you got yourself a real championship contender out of the East. You got the Nets, you got the Bucks, you got the Sixers, and everybody knows how good Dame time is in the playoffs. He just needs a little bit of help, and he'll have the best big man in the conference. Maybe the best big man in the league, at least from a points in the post type of guy. You got the Joker out in Denver, a little bit of different type of a big man. But this could be the signal. This could be the sign from the heavens, the move to make. I know it's really hard, Portland, to let go of Damian Lillard. He's been everything to your franchise. He got you to the Western Conference Finals. He's had a big shot after big shot. They don't call it Dame time for no reason. He's Mr. Clutch in the playoffs and really elevated a franchise that was struggling to be relevant back to relevancy. Now, they have never made the finals. Haven't really been close. I mean, they got to the Western Conference Finals, but that was a shock, and they were no match for the Golden State Warriors in that matchup. So, time to move on, I think. They've done a lot better than anyone can expect, I think, as far as an overachieving standpoint. They really, really haven't been very talented, minus Dame Lillard. And Dame wants to win a title. Dame is a man that wants to win. He is hungry for a title. And let's be honest, it's not going to get done in Portland. I think he needs to move on. I think he should accept it. Send him to Philly. There's an off chance he comes back for the playoffs and plays. Even if you don't want to do it now, do it before the NBA draft. Acquire those picks, acquire those assets from the Sixers, and we get Dame time in Philadelphia. Now, I could be biased. I really want Damian Lillard in Philadelphia, but the Trailblazers are at a crossroads here. They're at the precipice. This is a make or break move that you can do for your franchise, your organization. I don't know which way you go, because you're going to be bad this year, and I don't think it's enough to be good with Damian Lillard. And maybe he's playing bad because they've just been terrible and he's kind of dejected. I don't know. It could all be confounding factors into this situation. It's really, really interesting stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Is Dame time over? Will he stay with Portland? Are they going to rebuild? Are they going to ship him out of town and get younger and rebuild the entire roster? Let me know what you guys think. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these daily content. Share this video, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.